What if the one food your doctor told you to eat every single day for your heart is the very food that is silently making you old, weak, and impotent? That warm, comforting bowl of oatmeal you've been eating for breakfast for the last 20 years, you believe it's your shield, your protection against heart disease, your ticket to a long and healthy life. But what if it's a Trojan horse? What if that heart-healthy breakfast is actually a chemical-laden, sugar-spiked, nutrient-robbing imposter that is secretly wrecking your hormones, inflaming your arteries, and ensuring that powerful erections become a distant, faded memory? That feeling of afternoon fatigue that hits you like a truck, that stubborn belly fat that you can't get rid of no matter how little you eat, that frustrating and humiliating failure to perform when the moment of intimacy arrives. You've been blaming it on your age. You've been told it's just a part of getting older. But it is not. It is a betrayal. A betrayal by the one food you trusted most. Because not all oatmeal is created equal, and the type of oatmeal that sits in most American cupboards is not a health food. It is a slow poison sold to you under the guise of medicine, and it is robbing you of your manhood one spoonful at a time. Hello, my name is Dr. Julian Hayes. I am a board-certified urologist, and at 71 years old, I have spent the better part of my life, 43 years to be exact, helping men navigate the treacherous waters of aging. I have sat across from thousands of men who felt invisible, broken, and betrayed by their own bodies. And I can tell you with absolute certainty, one of the biggest obstacles standing between you and the vitality you crave is sitting in your breakfast bowl. The medical establishment, in its well-intentioned but dangerously simplistic advice, has told you to eat more oatmeal. What they have failed to tell you is that which oatmeal you eat and how you eat it makes the difference between a bowl of life and a bowl of poison. Today, I am going to pull back the curtain on this dangerous deception. I will reveal the 5 absolute worst types of oatmeal that you should never, ever eat for breakfast again. I will expose the hidden sugars, the inflammatory chemicals, and the nutrient-robbing compounds that are lurking in your favorite brands. But I will not leave you in a state of fear. I will also give you the solution. I will show you the one type of oatmeal that can actually help you build strength, boost energy, and restore powerful blood flow. Watch this video to the very end. Your morning ritual is about to change forever, and with it, your health, your energy, and your confidence as a man. Before we unmask the 5 imposters, you must first understand the insidious ways the wrong kind of oatmeal can wage war on a man's body, especially after the age of 60. There are 3 secret weapons that bad oatmeal uses to attack you. The first is a devastating compound called phytic acid. Phytic acid is a natural substance found in the outer bran of grains, including oats. It is what we call an anti-nutrient. Its job in nature is to protect the seed until it is ready to sprout. It does this by binding to minerals and preventing them from being absorbed. Why is this so catastrophic for a man? Zinc is the master mineral for testosterone production. Without adequate zinc, your body cannot produce the primary hormone of your masculinity. Magnesium is the master mineral for relaxation. It helps your blood vessels relax and open, which is absolutely essential for getting a powerful erection. A magnesium deficiency leads to stiff, constricted blood vessels. I had a patient, a 69-year-old retired contractor named Michael. He was a strong man, used to working with his hands. He started eating oatmeal every day after a minor health scare. He thought he was doing the right thing. But he came to me complaining of crushing fatigue and a libido that had fallen off a cliff. His blood work showed that despite eating a healthy diet, he was severely deficient in both zinc and magnesium. His healthy breakfast was acting like a sponge, soaking up and removing the very minerals his manhood depended on. He was eating, but he was starving himself of the most vital nutrients. The second secret weapon is the glycemic load. This is a measure of how quickly a food spikes your blood sugar. When you are young, your body can handle these spikes, but after 60, your insulin sensitivity decreases dramatically. When you eat a high glycemic breakfast, your body unleashes a flood of the hormone insulin to try to control the sugar rush. This massive insulin spike does two terrible things. First, it tells your body to store fat, especially around your belly. This visceral fat is not just ugly, it is a hormone-disrupting factory, producing estrogen and inflammatory chemicals. And the blood sugar crash that inevitably follows the spike leaves you feeling exhausted, foggy, and craving more sugar. It's a vicious cycle of highs and lows that wrecks your energy and your mood. And the third and perhaps most sinister weapon is a chemical you have likely heard of but never associated with your breakfast. That chemical is glyphosate. Glyphosate is the active ingredient in the world's most widely used herbicide. And non-organic oats are one of the most heavily sprayed crops on the planet. Farmers often use it as a desiccant to dry out the oats just before harvest. This means the poison isn't just on the surface, it is absorbed into the very fiber of the oat itself. The World Health Organization has classified glyphosate as a probable human carcinogen. But its more immediate danger is what it does to your gut. It decimates your microbiome, the trillions of healthy bacteria that govern everything from your immune system to your mood to your ability to absorb nutrients. I had a patient, a 73-year-old man named David, who suffered from terrible digestive issues and a host of seemingly unrelated problems, including erectile dysfunction. He was eating a big brand of heart-healthy oatmeal every morning. We ran a test for glyphosate toxicity. His levels were off the charts. His healthy breakfast was delivering a daily dose of a chemical that was poisoning his gut and disrupting his hormones. Phytic acid, the mineral thief, the glycemic load, the hormone disruptor, and glyphosate, the hidden poison. These are the three horsemen of the oatmeal apocalypse. And they are found in abundance in the 5 worst types of oatmeal I am about to reveal. If you are finding this information valuable, please take a moment to comment the word "yes" below, just so I know you're getting this. Thank you for your valuable time. Now, let's get to the list. It is time to go into your kitchen and identify the enemy. Number 1. Instant flavored oatmeal packets. This is without a doubt the single worst breakfast you can possibly eat. It is not oatmeal. It is dessert in a bag. It is a nutritional declaration of war on your body. Let's take a popular brand's maple and brown sugar packet as an example. One tiny packet contains 12 grams of added sugar. Most men eat 2 packets. That's 24 grams of sugar. That is more sugar than you'll find in a can of Coca-Cola. You are starting your day with a sugar bomb that sends your insulin levels into the stratosphere. This triggers massive inflammation, tells your body to store fat, and crushes your testosterone production. But it gets worse. The flavors are not from real maple syrup or brown sugar. They are a cocktail of chemicals created in a lab. The creamy texture comes from chemical thickeners and gums. And the oats themselves are the most highly processed, nutrient-stripped form of oats you can buy. They have been flattened, steamed, and dehydrated to the point that they have almost no fiber left. Their glycemic index is high as heck. I had a patient, Arthur, a 70-year-old grandfather who loved the convenience of these packets. He said it's quick, it's easy, and it tastes good. But he was pre-diabetic, overweight, and hadn't had a solid erection in years. I told him his convenient breakfast was the primary cause. He was starting every single day by mainlining sugar and chemicals. He was poisoning himself one easy packet at a time. Throw these in the garbage. Today, they are not food. Number 2. Quick cook oats. This one is more subtle. It seems healthier. It often comes in a big canister and it just says quick oats. It only takes a minute to cook on the stove. What could be wrong with that? Everything. Quick-cook oats are still highly processed. They have been steamed and rolled much thinner than regular oats. This process breaks down the protective bran and strips away many of the nutrients. More importantly, this processing dramatically increases their glycemic index. While not as bad as the instant packets, they still hit your bloodstream far too quickly, creating a significant insulin spike and the subsequent energy crash. They are also a major source of our first villain, phytic acid. Because they are not properly prepared, the phytic acid remains intact, ready to bind to the essential minerals in your gut and steal them from you. Think of quick-cook oats as the slightly less evil cousin of instant oatmeal. They are a compromise. And when it comes to your health, especially your masculine health, compromise leads to defeat. Number 3, big brand, non-organic rolled oats. This is the one that shocks most people. This is the big canister with the friendly-looking Quaker on the front, the one that has been on your family's table for generations, the one with the heart-healthy checkmark from the American Heart Association. This is also one of the most likely sources of our third villain, glyphosate. Major studies, including those by the Environmental Working Group, have found alarming levels of glyphosate in some of the most popular and trusted brands of oatmeal in America. You were eating a probable carcinogen for breakfast. You are consuming a chemical that is known to destroy your gut health and disrupt your hormones. And you are doing it because you trust the label. You trust the brand. You trust the heart-healthy checkmark. But you must understand, that checkmark is about one thing and one thing only: soluble fiber. It has nothing to do with the chemical load of the product. David, my patient with the digestive issues, made the switch from his trusted big brand oatmeal to an organic brand. It was the only change he made. Within 2 months, his digestive distress was gone, his energy levels improved, and for the first time in years, he started to feel like himself again in the bedroom. You cannot poison your gut and expect your body to be healthy. Your gut is the root of your health. When you eat non-organic oats, you are pouring weed killer on your roots. Number 4, oatmeal from fast food chains and coffee shops. In a desperate attempt to seem healthy, many fast food chains have started offering oatmeal on their menus. Do not fall for this trap. It is a marketing gimmick, and it is a nutritional disaster. This oatmeal is almost always the instant, highly processed kind, but the real danger is in the toppings. They offer brown sugar, dried fruit, and creamy swirls that are loaded with sugar, high fructose corn syrup, and unhealthy fats. A single serving of oatmeal from a popular coffee chain can contain over 30 grams of sugar. That's more than a Snickers bar. And the portion sizes are often enormous, delivering a massive load of carbohydrates that your aging metabolism simply cannot handle. It is a dessert masquerading as a healthy breakfast. Avoid it at all costs. You are better off eating nothing at all. Number 5, granola and oatmeal breakfast bars. This is another great deception. You see oats and whole grain on the label, and you think you are making a healthy choice for a quick on-the-go breakfast. You are not. You are eating a candy bar. The vast majority of granola and breakfast bars are held together by a syrup of sugar, high fructose corn syrup, and unhealthy vegetable oils. The oats they contain are often an afterthought, a sprinkle of healthy-sounding dust on a foundation of sugar. The marketing is brilliant. The reality is horrific. Read the label. If sugar is one of the first 3 ingredients, put it back on the shelf. It is not a health food. It is a blood sugar grenade waiting to go off in your system. So now you know the enemy. You have identified the 5 imposters that have been masquerading as health food in your pantry. But, as I promised, I will not leave you in despair. I will now give you the solution. I will give you the one true, doctor-approved way to eat oatmeal. The way that will build your health, not destroy it. The way that will give you steady, powerful energy all day long. This is the oatmeal that will help you reclaim your manhood. The answer is simple, but it requires a commitment to quality. The only type of oatmeal you should ever eat is organic, steel-cut oats. Let's break that down. Organic is non-negotiable. This is your only defense against the hidden poison of glyphosate. By choosing organic, you're protecting your gut, your hormones, and your long-term health. It is the single most important choice you can make. Steel cut is the second critical component. Unlike rolled or quick oats, which are steamed and flattened, steel cut oats are simply the whole oat groat, chopped into 2 or 3 pieces by a steel blade. That's it. They are the least processed form of oats you can buy. Because of this, they retain almost all of their fiber and nutrients, and most importantly, their glycemic index is much, much lower. They break down slowly in your body, providing a steady, reliable stream of energy for hours, with no sugar spike and no crash. They also contain the highest levels of a special kind of soluble fiber called beta-glucan, which has been shown to help lower cholesterol and improve cardiovascular health. This is the real heart-healthy oatmeal. But there is one more step. We must tame the final villain, phytic acid. The best way to do this is with a simple, ancient technique: soaking. The night before, simply place your desired serving of steel-cut oats in a bowl. Cover them with warm, filtered water and a splash of something acidic, like apple cider vinegar or lemon juice. Just a teaspoon is fine. Let them soak on the counter overnight. This simple process neutralizes the majority of the phytic acid. It pre-digests the oats, making the nutrients more available. It is like unlocking a treasure chest of minerals that would otherwise be stolen from you. In the morning, just give them a quick rinse and cook them on the stove. It only takes about 15 to 20 minutes. Now, here is the final secret. What you put on your oatmeal is just as important. Do not add sugar, brown sugar, or maple syrup. Instead, I want you to turn your oatmeal into a powerhouse of masculine health. Add a scoop of high-quality, unsweetened protein powder. Add a tablespoon of chia seeds or ground flax seeds for extra fiber and healthy fats. Add a handful of walnuts or almonds for more healthy fats and minerals. Add a sprinkle of cinnamon to help control your blood sugar. You have now created the perfect breakfast: a low-glycemic, high-fiber, high-protein, nutrient-dense meal that will fuel your body, clear your mind, and give you the steady energy of a true warrior. This is the breakfast of a man who respects his body, a man who is building his future, not living in his past. If you have made it this far, you have proven that you are in the top 1% of men who are willing to seek the truth, to challenge their own beliefs, and to take radical responsibility for their own health. You now possess the knowledge that can change the entire trajectory of your aging process. You know the 5 worst types of oatmeal, the imposters that are sold as health food but are actually tools of decline, the instant sugar packets, the processed quick-oats, the glyphosate-laden big brands, the fast food frauds, and the candy bar granolas. But more importantly, you have the solution, the doctor's prescription: organic, steel-cut oats, properly soaked and prepared, and combined with protein and healthy fat, not sugar. I want you to close your eyes and imagine a different future for yourself. Imagine waking up tomorrow and starting your day with a bowl of real powerful food. Imagine feeling a steady, clean energy that lasts not just until lunch, but all day long. No crashes, no brain fog. Imagine your body finally getting the nutrients it has been starving for. Your hormones slowly coming back into balance. The inflammation in your arteries beginning to cool. Imagine the quiet confidence of knowing that your breakfast is an act of construction, not destruction. And imagine how that renewed physical energy and vitality will translate into every other area of your life, especially your confidence and performance as a man. This future is not just possible, it is waiting for you. It all starts tomorrow morning with one different choice: the choice to honor your body with real food.